Hello, my friend, and welcome to Wisdom Trek. This is Guthrie Chamberlain, and I'm your guide to wisdom and creating a living legacy. Thank you for joining us for the 7-day-a-week, 7 Minutes of Wisdom podcast. This is day 313 of our trek, and yesterday we looked at the first of 5 obvious truths that we soon forget about on our trek of life. Today we will finish with this current trail and explore the final 5 truths. Thank you so much for coming along with me each day as we explore and consume these nuggets of wisdom. These bits of wisdom will help us to live the rich and satisfying life while we are creating our living legacy. While some of the daily treks are a multi-part series like yesterday and today, you can join us at any time and start along with us from that point on. If you would like to listen to any of the past episodes, please go to wisdom-trek.com to listen to them and to read the daily journal, which also contains pictures. You can also subscribe to Wisdom Trek on iTunes, Spreaker, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and Google Play so that each day's trek will be downloaded to you automatically. We are broadcasting our podcast from our studios at Home 2 in Charlotte, North Carolina. It has been a steady week of work without being so overwhelming. We are also putting into practice our commitment to head to bed earlier and get adequate sleep, a required practice that we've put off for just too long. Being able to get more sleep might be one of the reasons why the days seem less overwhelming. I will have to analyze this connection over time. There are many truths that we know about mentally, but until they become a heartfelt conviction, we usually fail to acknowledge them and to take action. And that leads us to the continuation of our trek today as we look at the final 5 truths to remember for a successful life. As I mentioned when we started yesterday, we can hear truths many times in our lives, but until we apply them to our lives, they will not have any impact on us. There are 10 fundamental truths for a successful life that become the foundation for our living legacy. We explored the first 5 yesterday, so if you did miss yesterday, it is advisable to go back and listen to them. But let's get started today on our exploration of the remaining 5 truths. And truth number 6, you don't have to wait for an apology to forgive. Life gets much easier when you learn to accept all apologies you never receive. The key is to be thankful for every experience, positive or negative. It's taking a step back and saying, thank you for that lesson. It's realizing that the grudges of the past are a perfect waste of today's happiness, and that holding one is like letting unwanted company to live rent-free in your head. Forgiveness is a promise, one that you want to keep. When you forget someone, you are making a promise not to hold the unchangeable past against your present self. It has nothing to do with freeing the criminal from his or her crime, and everything to do with freeing yourself from the burden of being an eternal victim. Truth number 7, some people are simply the wrong match for you. You will only ever be as great as the people that you surround yourself with, so be brave enough to let go of those who keep bringing you down. You shouldn't force connection with people who are constantly making you feel less than amazing. If someone makes you feel uncomfortable and insecure every time that you're with them, for whatever reason, they're probably not close friend material. If they make you feel like you can't be yourself, or if they make you feel less than in any way, don't pursue the connection with them. If you feel emotionally drained after hanging around with them, or get a small hit of anxiety when you are reminded of them, listen to your intuition. There are so many right people for you, who do energize and inspire you to be your very best self. It makes no sense to force it with people who are just a wrong match for you. Truth number 8, it's not other people's job to love you, it's yours. It's important to be nice to others, but it's even more important to be nice to yourself. You really have to love yourself to get anything done in this world, so make sure that you don't start seeing yourself through the eyes of those who don't value you. Know your worth even if they don't. Today, let someone love you just the way you are, as flawed as you might be, as unattractive as sometimes you feel, as incomplete as you think you are. Yes, let someone love you despite all of this, and let that someone be you. You can never unconditionally love others until you unconditionally love yourself first. Truth number 9, what you own is not who you are. Stuff is really just stuff. It has absolutely no bearing on who you are as a person. Most of us can do with much less than we think that we need. That's a valuable reminder, especially in this hugely consumer-driven culture that focuses more on material things than meaningful connections and experiences. You have to create your own culture. Don't watch too much TV, don't read every fashion magazine, and don't read too many newspapers. And certainly don't listen to the nightly diatribe of talking heads that spew propaganda both from the left and the right. Find the strength to fill your time with meaningful experiences. The space and time you are occupying at this very moment is life. And if you're worried about some celebrity, politician, or world leader, then you're being disempowered. you're giving your life away to marketing and media trickery, which is created by big companies to ultimately motivate you to think in certain ways, to want to dress in a certain way, to look a certain way, to be a certain way. This is tragic, this kind of thinking. What is real is you and your friends, your family, your loves, your highs, your hopes, your plans, and your fears. Live your legacy each day, and don't become somebody else's lemming. Too often we're told that we're not important. We're just peripheral to what is. We're told to get a degree, get a job, get a car, get a house, and keep on getting. It's sad because someday you'll wake up to realize that you've been tricked. All you'll want is to reclaim your mind by getting it out of the hands of manipulative media that wants to turn you into the perfect consumer that buys everything that isn't needed to impress everyone that isn't important. It's a hamster wheel. Just think about it. And truth number 10. Everything changes every second. Embrace change and realize it happens for a reason. It won't always be obvious at first, but in the end, it will be worth it. What you have today may become what you had tomorrow. You never know. Things change, and often they change spontaneously. People and circumstances come and go. Life doesn't stop for anybody. It moves rapidly and rushes from calm to chaos and then back to calm again in a matter of seconds. And it happens like this to people every day. It's likely happening to somebody nearby right now. Sometimes the shortest split second in time changes the directions of our entire lives. A seemingly innocent decision rattles the whole world like a meteorite striking the earth. Entire lives are swiveled and flipped upside down, for better or for worse, on the strength of an unpredictable event. And these events are always happening to someone else right at this second, and it may happen to you the next second. However good or bad your situation is right now, it will change. That's one thing that you can count on. So when life is good, enjoy it. Don't go looking for something better every second. Happiness never comes to those who don't appreciate what they already have. As Ecclesiastes chapter 5 verses 19 and 20 tell us, and it is a good thing to receive wealth from God and the good health to enjoy it. To enjoy your work and accept your lot in life, this indeed is a gift from God. It keeps such people so busy in enjoying their lives that they take no time to brood over the past. And I might add, let's not worry about tomorrow either. No one knows what it will hold. Today on our trek, we rediscovered the final 5 of 10 truths that will make for a successful life. Through these truths, commit to the following. Seize the day. Make the most of every opportunity and create your living legacy each day, because when tomorrow arrives, it will already be today. Speaking of tomorrow, let's take a bit of a break and remain in camp as we dig for those nuggets of wisdom found in the book of Proverbs. We will continue with chapter 10, which is a series of short contrasting statements that contain some real great insights for life. So encourage your family and friends to join us, and then come along with us tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, Creating a Legacy. That will finish our podcast for today. Just as you enjoy these daily doses of wisdom, we ask you to help us to grow Wisdom Trek by sharing it with your family and friends through email, Facebook, Twitter, or in person when you meet with them, and invite them to come along with us each day. The journal for today's trek can be found at wisdom-trek.com. Thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, but most importantly, you are my friend, as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal each day. As we take this trek together, let us always live abundantly, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. This is Guthrie Chamberlain reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and then create a great day every day. See you tomorrow.